Hello guys, this is FX Mesh smashing it. What is going on, guys? You're welcome to my channel, a forex channel, where I do breakdown analysis of the instruments I actually took in the week, and also try to throw a few tips here and there to help us in our trading. Now, I took the GBP USD, which went very well. I took a sell in the GBP USD, and that was in line. My methodology is based on the break and retest. So break and retest strategy worked in line with the interest rate news that came out for the USD. So the US Federal Reserve came out with they increased their interest rate value to 75 base points, and the US dollar actually gained strength. So that really helped push the US dollar, making it gain more strength. And if you sold GBP USD in the week, you should have made good profit. And also there's news making the rounds that the MT4 and MT5 software, which is owned by the MetaQuote, which is a Russian company, are now off the Apple Store. And that means that if you go on Apple Store now and try to search the MT4, MT5 to download it, they won't be available. And a lot of people are saying that this is as a result of the US and the European sanctions on Russia in relations to the Russian and the Ukraine war. So there's no much updates regarding that, and the both companies, as the Apple and the MetaQuote, has not come out to release an official statement in that regard. So we're expecting more updates regarding that. So the only way you can download the MT4 and the MT5 is to go on Google Play Store. It's still available on Google Play Store. So MT4, like for those people that don't know what MT4 is, MT4 is a software. MT4 and MT5 is a software that we use to enter trades, and it also connects us between the broker and the market. So if you want to trade, you can use that on, you can download that on your computer or on your phone. Now back to what we're talking about regarding the pairs we took in the week. So I'll take you into my chart to see what my process was, and maybe other trading tips or information I have for you. Now let's go back to the chart and see how my thought process came out. Guys, GBP USD 4 hours time frame, I sold and I was in good profit. And how did that come about? Now let's take the markets, let's analyze the market from this area. Now the market came up here and reacted on this level. If you look to the left, you see that there was a structure here. Now I'm going to be cycling the structures with this my marker. There's a structure here, a structure here. So the market actually tanked. Let's take it from here. It tanked down, retested the structure, because there's a structure here, tested the structure here, and pulled to the downside, right? Then bounced back and came back to the same level. So it means this level is a strong level, and pulled to the downside. Then a little bit of correction here. Then it tanked down a little bit, and it played around here a little bit for some few days. So if you have 4 hours, we have 4 hours, which means that we have 4 hours that makes a day. So if you count this, if you say 1 2 3 4 5 6, that's one day. 1 2 3 4 5 6. So between around this area, it spent like at least 2 days around this area. So while it spent 2 days there, I waited patiently for it to manifest. Then the market played around here. After playing around here, it came down and came to retest these two circles, as this is a structure here, a structure here. So while the market tested here, meanwhile, this is break and retest strategy. This is the idea of the strategy. Now we have a structure here. Market comes, breaks this structure, comes and retest it and push to the downside. This is just the idea I'm using here. So came down, tested here, created a structure here, came up again, retested, it respected this structure, came down again, played around a little bit, and came down. Then when it broke past here, I was ready to sell. Then the market went up again to retest, to respect this structure, these two structures here. And after I did that with an indecision candle, then I started selling from here, and I tanked down properly, and it was a very good trade. So GBP USD was in line with the interest rate news that came out in the week for USD, where the US dollar base point was increased by 75. Also, it increased from 3.0 to 3.25, which gained, which saw a significant strength in the GBP, in the USD. So if USD gains strength, it means there'll be more tank to the downside. That's why you can see that this market pushed to the downside. Now, I also traded GBP JPY. Let's go GBP JPY. I had a very good trade there. GBP JPY, I think it's here. So I think I've cleaned it anyway, but let's go to, so this is my GBP JPY. Simple break and retest. Market came up to this level and spiked up, pushed to the downside, came down. I was already aware of these structures here. The market came down, they retested this structure. When it retested the structure, I was already watching and looking for sell opportunities. Now I entered this trade late actually, but I was able to make some profit from inside that particular trade, and it was really good for me. AUD card, I was looking at it as well. Break and retest, the same thing. Broke, retest, came back again, retest. I was watching it from here, and I also watched that one. I also watched GBP JPY as well. Now this is what I have. GBP JPY, you can see it tanked down more. I entered another trade again, and it pushed to the downside. It was really good. Now forget about this. This is not, this is just this was not where my stop loss was, but I just entered more where I saw the market is going to push to the downside. Now let's go to back to the chart. So you see it pushed down significantly. Okay, let's take two index and wrap this video up. Now we have the index pushing to the downside. NAS 100 is one of the index I will always look at. Now this NAS 100, because it's an index, it always works inversely proportional to the strength of the USD. What do I mean? If the US dollars gain strength, there's a direct impact in the index, like NAS 100, US 30, and German 30, and other similar pairs. Once you can see that the trend is to the downside, because if you compare this to the US dollar, the DXY, you see that the DXY is pushing to the upside. So each time the DXY push to the upside, the NAS and the US 30 will push to the downside. This DXY, like I always say in my videos, that the DXY captures the US dollar strength of the market against all other pairs. So this is what the current strength of the US dollar is showing to us. It's telling us that it's been gaining strength, and this push is as a result of the fact that there was interest rates that went in favor of the US dollars. That's why you can see this push to the upside. Now going forward in the coming week, let's see what's going to happen. Let's go to the higher time frame and see where we think the market is headed. Now we still see more push of the more gain of the US dollars in the coming week. You can see on the news here in Focus Economics, where it's saying the US dollar interest rate is seeing further hike by 7 base points in September, and sees substantially more tightening ahead. So we're going to be experiencing more strength. The Federal Reserve is going to be looking forward to more strengthening the US dollar just to control inflation. Now I'll be ending my video here and saying that so we have so that's for that. Now going forward with the analysis of the GBP USD, what's going to happen is what I think, based on how the market has behaved, I see that I was able to mark this point and this point or this point from the left side. So the market is headed towards this 1.0785, and maybe probably down, and maybe down this point. These are the points that are important. So we were expecting the market to tank to the downside, but I'm expecting a push downwards here in the coming week. Then maybe they bounce a correction, then continue to the downside. That's what I expect for the GBP USD. Now let's us just look forward. Let's check and see what's going to happen. What could happen based on the GBP JPY. GBP JPY is one of the pairs I like to trade. GBP JPY. GBP-JPY, where are you? Okay, yeah, GBP-JPY here. This is GBP-JPY. You see that this is a structure. Let's identify the structure here. You can see the reaction here on this point. So I'm expecting this market to pull back, then push to the downside. I'll be giving me candlestick in a direction, bearish candlestick in a direction. Then I'll be looking forward to a sell, and then also, or it might even break past this level, the test, and I'm looking forward to a buy. This is FX Mesh smashing it. If you like what I'm about, please like, subscribe, and share. I always try as much as possible to make my trading very simple. My main methodology is simple break and retest. And I'll catch you. See you in the next one. Peace out.